Hello! Over the weekend we've been to a farm and we picked up a bunch of organic cauliflower, so I thought I would address some of your requests and make a vegetarian dish. For this dish I'm going to use cauliflower and whatever vegetables we have in the fridge. In my case I have the zucchini, the bell peppers, the onions and the garlic. And this dish is called cauliflower rice. Of course there is no actual rice in it. I'm going to start by cutting the cauliflower. I'm going to break it into small florets. I'm going to put the cauliflower down, cut the large chunks. And I'm going to use my hands to break them up into small pieces. Next, I'm going to add some bell pepper. I'm going to use red bell pepper and green just for the color. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just going to use half of each. So I'm going to get half of the green bell pepper. I'm going to get the half of the red bell pepper. For each one, I'm going to cut it in half. Get the insides out. I'm not going to add them to the mix. Okay, now I'm going to cut the red one in half. I'm going to get the insides out. Now I'm going to cut each one. I'm going to cut one half lengthwise first. And cut across. So I'm going to put this in a bowl. Okay, so I'm going to do the other half. I'm going to cut it lengthwise. First, I'm going to turn it around. And then chop it into small pieces across. The green ones. Now look at how pretty this looks like if we mix the red and green ones together. Looks like a very pretty mix of bell peppers. Next, let me prep the zucchini. I'm going to start by cutting the ends off. I'm not going to use that, obviously. Then I'm going to get some paper towel on my board and I'm going to peel the zucchini with a peeler. I'm preparing a vegetarian dish. If you want to make it less vegetarian, you can add some shrimp to it, some cooked chicken, whatever the meat choice you prefer. The reason why I'm going over the same areas multiple times is because I'm seeing that it's not fully peeled. I'm going to try to cut it into cubes, so it's about the same shape as the other vegetables. So I'm going to cut it into halves. You see, it's not fully peeled. Sorry, I missed a spot. Alright, let me cut it lengthwise. Couple times. I'm going to cut it across. Next, I'm going to cut my onion. I'm going to use about half of it. Let me peel it first. Let me cut the ends first, actually. and then peel it. Let me cut it lengthwise. And again, I'm going to try not to bang my knife. Watch out for your fingers. Let me cut it cross. Next, I'm going to add some garlic to the mix. Smash. Peel it. And smash. Let me get the peels off. There we go. Sorry if I have some peels in the mix. All right. Now let me chop it all up. Now for the cauliflower, I'm actually going to process it in the food processor. So just for a couple seconds, so it's smaller. So it looks like rice. Alright, let me get the cauliflower out of this. Get the blade out. For this cauliflower, we don't actually want it to be super small. We don't want the dish to be super mushy. We want it to have a consistency of rice, or roughly the consistency of rice. I actually like the way cauliflower smells. Some people don't. All right, now we're going to fry all those vegetables in a frying skillet. I put the heat on high, and I'm going to first pour the oil, as much of it as we need, because we don't want the vegetables to stick to the bottom. And then the next step is to put the cauliflower in, like this. After that, we put the vegetables. This includes, as you remember, the zucchini, the bell peppers, the onion, and the garlic. Okay, let me mix it all up. And finally, there is a last ingredient that's absolutely critical. That is the soy sauce. If you think that I'm going to fry vegetables without any sauce, you would be mistaken. I'm going to add it as much as I feel is necessary. That is a lot. Okay, there we go. We basically want to coat all the vegetables in the soy sauce. And let me mix it up. Remember that the soy sauce actually adds a lot of salt. So you don't want to have too much of it, because then your vegetables are just going to be too salty. But by the same token, you don't want to have too little of it, because then your vegetables will have very little flavor. Now I'm going to add an egg to the mix. If you want to make it a vegan dish, you can skip this step. And wait a second and mix it in. Now, I don't make a lot of vegetarian dishes, so this is interesting to me. It looks and smells a lot like fried rice, so let me give it a taste. Very nice. The onions and the garlic and the soy sauce give it a lot of flavor, and the cauliflower itself has a very nice flavor as well, so I really like this dish. Looking forward to eating it. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, don't forget, and I'll see you next time.